I hereby officially launch the National Resistance Movement Electoral Roadmap that starts immediately. For those who are willing to contest, those who are willing to campaign for candidates, make sure you are within the stipulated dates and roadmap and maintain discipline during the exercise. I hereby launch the roadmap. We went through our branches, which are at the village level. We registered all our members. We did the verification of what we registered. We digitalized them. We took them back to the members. They cross-checked their details. We brought the books back to the center. We took them back to the digitalization centers. We did the second phase of digitalization. And then we brought it to the center here at the head office for the final updates and checks. And I can speak with confirmation and authority that the party has an authentic digitalized members register. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all of you, and most likely I should start by saying we are sorry for being late. We should have started this at 10 exactly, but as you might have noticed, we had a visiting ambassador that kept us busy. I'd like to welcome you and all Ugandans to this very important function where the National Resistance Movement is publicly launching its electoral roadmap and the political roadmap activities that will start immediately. But before that, I need to congratulate the Muslim fraternity for successfully going through the holy month of Ramadan. And it was almost coinciding with the Lent period of the Christians. We have just started a very important week in our calendar as Christians. The Palm Sunday was just celebrated a day ago. And we know these few days are days where we reckon Jesus' sufferings and hopefully his resurrection on Friday. It will be his resurrection by Sunday. We thank you so much, and we wish all the Christians and the Muslims a holy week of reflection. We went through a series of activities in the party. We were conducting registration of our party members. We went through our branches, which are at the village level. We registered all our members. We did the verification of what we registered. We digitalized them. We took them back to the members. They cross-checked their details. We brought the books back to the center. We took them back to the digitalization centers. We did the second phase of digitalization. And then we brought it to the center here at the head office for the final updates and checks. And I can speak with confirmation and authority that the party has an authentic digitalized members register, which were in our internal party election and for mobilization. In the just concluded registration of our members, we have 20.7 million members of the party. Now that you can discount from the 45.9 million members of your population, that means close to 40-something% of the population of Uganda are members of the National Resistance Movement Party. Of this, 10.8 million are female and 9.8 million are male. If you go deeper also, we have 7.4 million young people registered in NRM and 1.7 elder people, and then 458,000. These are people below 18 years because we register from 16 onwards. Now, when we are making the voter register, we shall remove those from 18 and above of the register, and they now form the voter register. And that is the register that the Electoral Commission is going to use to conduct our internal party elections. We are guide our members on the activities that the party is going to undertake as we build momentum for the general election 2026. As you all know, the party is properly expanded up to the village level, because each and every village in Uganda is our polling station. And that speaks to the numbers that we have registered, because we register our members at the villages. And we have close to 72,000 villages in Uganda, and all these 72,000 villages are members with the books that are going to be taken to them, and are going to be polling stations under NRM political party internal activities. We shall then have structure elections, and after structure elections, we shall have elections for flag bearers at all levels, starting from the lower councils up to the members of parliament and up to the presidential level. So this roadmap we are launching is going to run until we nominate our members for the national elections. And so it is a very important milestone in the party. I need to congratulate my colleagues with whom we work tirelessly to come up with this important roadmap and also the register for the party. Honorable Dombo introduced members who are here, but allow me also to recognize the presence of the Deputy Secretary.
I just wanted to say that according to UBOS, they say that in every village, there are around 50 to 70 households. And that in terms of numbers of people in that area, they range, a village ranges between 250 people to 1,000 people. Now, when you look at our numbers, the 20,741,831 members, and you divide them by the number of villages, the average number of our members per village is actually 288. So it fits within the UBOS numbers. The only difference, like my colleagues have said, is that the level of enthusiasm, the robust nature of mobilization that is taken when members are registering at village level is different from how the other agencies do it. Njagala okutegeeza Bannayuganda.
Registration of party members is an exercise that is open. When we open up registration, we called upon our members and those wishing to join our party to come and register. And so we are reporting on what we have done and those that got registered. And all these names, most of them, we have their NIN numbers, we have their national ID details, we have their records, we have their biodata information. And so we are confident that those who are registered with us have first, even before thinking that they belong to other political parties, we want to make sure that all of them are registered voters in the National Electoral Commission. And all of them have national IDs. Now, as to whether they are members of other parties or not, for us, as long as you have registered as NRM, we take you as NRM. What you were before you became NRM is your business. Now that you are NRM, you must follow the rules and conditions and conducts of being an NRM member. So we take this as members of the National Resistance Movement Party. There are saying that our records are not matching and tallying with the National Electoral Commission records. Our level of penetration is much higher because we are conducting our activities at village level. If you may care to know, there are very many Ugandans who have not been registered by the National Electoral Commission because our polling stations are 72,000. The National Electoral Commission polling stations are below 40,000. Total, there are 34,000. They conduct their activities at parish level. In the last update, they were conducting at sub-county level because the machines were not enough and machines were shared at sub-county levels and other sub-counties also missed. But for NRM, we took our books to each and every village of Uganda. And that speaks volume. Meaning, Electoral Commission should give more time for people to register so that we get many Ugandans registered in the National Electoral Commission data.
kiri mu roadmap eno nti nga tulonda obukiiko bwa NRM ku byalo, NRM era ejja kuba ekola akamyufu aka LC1 ku byalo. Tujja kuba tulonda n'abanaakwata bendera ya NRM ku kifo kya LC1. Nolwekyo ku kulonda okwo okw'ennaku z'omwezi nga 6 omwezi ogwokutaano, ffe nga NRM tujja kuba tulonda abanaabeera mu bukiiko bwaffe obw'abantu 3 naye ate tujja kukola n'akamyufu aka LC1 nti Electoral Commission weeneerangira nti kati kulonda LC1 ffe tujja kuba ba flag bearers baffe tubalina.